So there you can see I've just got my big blue tub here filled up, and there's no real ratio. I've got just a good heavy concentration of soap in there, and you can see I've got my hides in there, and I'm just gonna go ahead and wash them. You know, wash them like you would clothes. Bring them in and out a couple good times, flip them in and out, fur in, fur out, and then just squeeze all the water out of them, and hang them back up and let them drip for a day or so, and then the final process will be our applying our tanning solution. So we're gonna go ahead and get these guys washed up. Cloud cover come. Looks like it's gonna rain, so we're gonna try to hurry up and get out of the rain. And anyway, we'll get this done and talk to you guys tomorrow whenever we apply the tanning solution. All right, so there's all the hides. There's the otters, skunks, coyotes, and beavers. Everything's just been wrung out and washed with Dawn, and you can see they're just hanging up there. They're gonna sit there and drip and drain overnight, and then tomorrow we'll actually tan them. Okay, so this is the setup I've got here for doing my tanning. Once again, nothing fancy. Just a couple of sawhorses and my big Rubbermaid lid. It's nothing fancy, but it works real good because it's got that little lip, keeps everything contained. So anyway, here as said before, we're using the Deer Hunter and Trapper's hide tanning formula. So this is the process where we apply it, and best way I found to do it is take these cheap little foam brushes, and I've just got an aluminum pie pan here, and we just the directions on this say to warm it up in water. So I've just got a pot inside with as hot as my tap water will get, and we're letting them just soak in there for a little bit and get warmed up, and we'll shake them thoroughly, dump them in there, and then we're gonna rub them over the hide. So nothing fancy, get what works. Okay, so we're gonna just show you quick here how we tan. This is that same coon we've been following the whole process. Got him laid out here. Got our tanning solution with our foam brush. We're gonna, you can see how thin the neck is since we thinned it out. I'm not too worried about the heads on these coons because they're going to be for garments, but you know, if you're doing like a wall hanger, you really want to get that tanning solution really worked in there. You want to work that tanning solution all the way down through that coon. And then after we get him done, we're going to take him and we're going to turn him fur out. We're going to hang him up for overnight, 24 hours or so, and that'll let that tanning solution penetrate that hide real good. And then after that, then we're going to turn him back like how he is now, fur in, and it'll take a few days depending on your humidity levels, and we'll let him slowly start drying out, and then we'll get to the breaking process. But you know, not real complicated. Like I said, this foam brush works good. That's how you do it on all your critters. We'll just take, after we get it done, we'll just knead that into all them places. Tell I'm wearing rubber gloves. I suggest that. Alright, now we'll simply take him, we'll turn him back. You can tell this hide is not just dripping wet, it's what I would consider semi-dry, and you want it dry enough where it'll still have some absorbency. So there you go. Take our coon here, flip him out, we'll hang him up to let the tanning solution soak in, and then we'll move on to the breaking process. Okay, so there you go. They're all hung up, fur out, and we're just gonna let them set a day and let that tanning solution do its thing. And then tomorrow we'll flip them, and then we'll slowly let them dry out, and then we'll start to break them. So there you go. Okay, so it's been about 24 hours since we applied the tanning solution. We had these critters fur out and letting the tanning solution do its thing, and now I just got done and I just flipped them all back fur in now, and we'll let these guys slowly start drying. It'll take a couple, 3 days depending on humidity levels, and they'll start to dry out. Then as they dry out, we're gonna start breaking them in. Alright guys, so it's been a couple of days. You know, as stuff dries, of course, you know, the thinner skin stuff dries a little quicker than thick skin stuff. We're starting to break the hides down a little bit and get to our finished product. You can see here this skunk and then the foxes and stuff I've already got broke. But anyway, we've kind of stuck with this coon. So you can kind of see the coon here, and you can kind of see how he started to change colors. He stiffened up a little bit. We don't want him completely dry, but we want him, you know, good and stiff, you know, decent wise. And then we're gonna break this fur, and then after we break the fur, then it's done. Then you can do whatever you want to it. So we're gonna go outside to where I break it, and I'll just show you kind of how I do it. Okay guys, so we're about done here. We're just gonna break this hide out, and then we'll be good. Now there's many ways to do it. The way that I found simplest, I mean, they're all labor intensive, but this is just a simple piece of clean non-rusted rebar that I've got sitting in my vise here. I've got trash bags just so I don't get hair all over my work bench area, but you know, just a normal lathe, you know, something with a little bit of an edge but not a sharp edge works real good. I like this rebar because it really breaks with the really seems to break that hide down. And then, you know, I've got this edge that isn't real sharp, but you can kind of get your finer detail work on it. So no big deal. Use whatever you have, you know, corner or post or a sawhorse or anything. But got our coon, he's fur out. You can see he's dry. You know, you don't want him wet because of them hair follicles pull, but all you do, and you got to get aggressive with it, and start working that hide. Now for those of you who've ever done a coon where you've not thinned the neck, you'll notice that this changes color. That's what thinning the neck helps. Once again, this isn't going to be for anything but garment, so we're not too worried about the head. But you can see just by that little bit, he went from stiff to nice, very, very pliable. Keep working that coon. Like I said, you can see I'm getting pretty aggressive with it. I like getting the tail right here if you're doing a wall hanger, just because everybody wants to see that tail move. You know, roll him over a little bit. Get aggressive with it. You know, you have just a little bit of hair, you know, come out, but that's just around your edges. It's no big deal. Work that hide. I mean, you should work it hard enough that you can feel the heat from the friction. Then you get down here, the flanks of your critter, you know, and you can work this edges. If you let them go too long, you can use a wire wheel. Just be careful. But this is breaking the hide. Like I said, it doesn't take too terribly long. Now for me, this is perfect for garment. You can see this coon was stiff as a board, what, 2-3 minutes ago. And now if I want to, all I have to do is take him and turn him right side out. Okay guys, so there's our coon. We'll snap him. Snap him out. And you know, you can see he'll just float right over your arm. He's nice. finished product. So anyway, that's tanning. Take you back inside, give you one more look at everything, and then okay guys, so there it is. There's the rack hanging full of tanned hides. I just did a quick count. Ended up with 46 hides that I tanned, and like I said, I did them in 2 different batches. You can see a couple of beaver there, the other beaver hanging around, but you know, I did everything from a possum, a fox, coyote, otters, skunks, coons, and beavers in this run. So anyway, all said and done with those 46 pelts, including my salt, my soap, and everything, minus my time, it cost me right at about $165 to do these hides. If you look around, about the cheapest you're going to be able to find a place to do it is about $34 a hide with your shipping. So you can see how much savings you can save yourself, you know, by doing your own hides. All these are what I would consider not coat garment quality, but definitely hat and hobby garment quality. Like I said, 90% of these are going to be made into garments of some sort. So the rest, you know, you can see the wall hangers, you know, if you go that route, they turn out great. Anyway guys, I thank you for staying with me through all this. Thanks for watching. Hope you learned something. Hope you took something from it. There will be additional parts to this series. Like I said, I'm going to do the alum tanning, and then I'm going to do a brain tanning series eventually, and then I will also, if there's any interest, I'll video some of my garment making. So once again guys, thanks for watching. There you go. Till next time,